was gonna say, wow, what a difference a day makes, but at least it's not raining. This is the same finish shot as yesterday. This guy's hauling fuel. Anyway, this is mountain. But there should be some trickling down the waterfalls there from the mountains. And then as we're coming up here, you can see the stairway to heaven. Here I am coming down to George's house. Down totally different day today. Nice view. What can Brown do for you? What can Brown do for you?
Oh, everything.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Oh. Okay, my boy. Oh, he's freaked him out. Here's George. You know what I told him? You know what I told him?
What?
What can Brown do for you?
I can put that.
Let's create the bracket, right, George? And then, see, we're gonna put some kind of tape over there. That's all hocus pocus. We can do that later. We'll get this thing running first over here. Okay? Yeah. So check out George's backyard over here. Look at the view he gets.
Yeah, beautiful.
Heaven and view over here. He get his little thing. He was telling me about his pumpkins down there.
Yeah.
He looked like he gets
Herbs.
some other herbs going
My
on.
wife's herbs up there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I told him he gotta get with the
permanent emo here for
permanent
pig.
emo for couple
Like a
of
regular grill over
regular
there.
grill over there. Egg, the smoker, the kadamatsu.
Yeah, the egg.
Kadamatsu.
Yeah.
Hi. George lives on a hill, and down on this side of the island it hardly ever rains.
Yeah.
Never rains.
This is,
the dry side of the island.
This is my backyard. This I ride my trail all the way up.
Wettest spot on the island right now. Wow, look at this moss. This is some intense moisture out there.
Clubhouse up there. In the bush.
Yeah, the clubhouse from baby time.
Yeah. 30.
Wow, 30 something years ago. A mouse living in there now.
Yeah.
Alright, here we are, just cruising with George, yeah. And then Rosie got some fresh fruits. Thank you, Rosie. It's Rosie right there. Gotta go slow so the people get dizzy. Oh, that's Rosie. That's George's wife. She's awesome. George is awesome. God is awesome. So we just over here, and then George, you get the motor horse. Ready to roll, right, George?
Ready to roll.
Praise the Lord, right?
Praise the Lord. Let's just go fly like the wind.
Not me, I'm not gonna ride that damn. Wow, look at this rose made for me. Awesome, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Wow, this girl. Told you she like this, fixing my bike lettuce. More easy. This is easier, right? Thank you, Jesus. Say a quick prayer. Just fabrication was in the house relaxing and resting. Now we're going to bring this boy home. Do the final reinstallation of the gas tank and the coil and all the electricals and the sprocket.
And then we'll be on the road again.
Alright. We'll be popping them wheelies.
Yeah.
So hey, thanks George for all your fabrication and all your know-how. He made the special spacer, and we wrapped the engine because you know why? It's rain up in there, man. So, all the good people say,
Amen.
Alright, the bike is home now, and the motor covered. What I'm doing is I'm doing this little bit in reverse. Put the sprocket on now, the rear sprocket. And once I get that on, I'll show you how to line all of that up. Okay, this is your rear setup. for your rag joint setup. I'm just gonna use this for now. This bike is gonna be hop it up. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet, but this is the stock setup. One other thing is when you mount your sprocket, always mount it the right way, which is like this on the inside, right? And then with these, always, you see how it's got that sharp edge on there? You might want to file it or work with nice and gently. Should be okay. Put that on the inside. You don't want that on the outside because you could inadvertently cut yourself. Check out your nuts and bolts. Set them up the way you want to set them up. You might find a piece of metal like this inside there. It's probably a byproduct of something like that. Just dispose of that. And then I like to lay my stuff out so I know exactly what I'm doing. Alright guys, aloha. So for those of you who didn't see my last video, what you gotta do is you gotta take the rear wheel off because you're gonna have to get the sprocket on here like that. The only way that's gonna happen is if this screw, and this screw comes off and everything comes apart happily, and then we're gonna work on that. When you see this again, everything will be oilsy. Aloha. Okay, if your bike is equipped with this type of a rear derailleur, you have to take that off. Just leave it on. And just take off your brake, your V-brake, and unscrew it. And then we're going to get ready to mount that rag joint. Works pretty good. I had it on my other bike. It didn't give me any problems. So they have nicer ones out there, but I'm cheap. Thank you. You know, the two rag joints, you want to cut them in between the holes. What I do is I line everything up, slide it all in, and hopefully it all stays together. Because if you're going to try to get one at a time, brother, aloha way. Show you once I got it on. In other words, you're going to sandwich your spokes with two rag joints and those locking rings. Just hold them up like this, slide them in nice and patiently. And I don't want to be having this get in my way. Just kind of lean them on something, lean them on the bike, or just lean them in that angle. Then you'll have enough gravity to help you. I'll show you guys a quick trick I use. It's almost impossible a lot of times to get your hands in there to get that screw on there. So I found that you get some tape and you just tape it onto an open end and you can get it in there, and it's a lot easier. This is the part where I get my breakfast. I'm telling you, bro, that's gonna get you really frustrated, bro. Really frustrated. So just take your time. And then I'll show you how to straighten it out later. But my fingers are sore right now. You're gonna know what I mean by that. I'm gonna top off my waffles with this watermelon cannabis infused raw agave syrup. Take flight. Oh, I had some funny this morning from the Big Island. I do eat at home, guys. Just that I like to film when I'm out. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to just put them on loosely. Don't need the washers on because it's gonna be too much trouble, bro. Just put them on, and then once you get that on, then you can put these on with the washers, and then the ones that don't have the washers, you can put the washers on. Now you're gonna get carpal tunnel, bro. And just leave them all loose. You see how loose I get them, but you see how much bobbing and weaving I get. So what I gotta do now is just tighten them all down even. I'm gonna make the bobbin weave. You get special guests today. Don't come out of the den. I don't know why they were sleeping for about 4 days over here.
Sugar cane, all these other people.
Alright, so
Okay.
Then we go bring me some ripe tamarines and some sugarcane or calamansi.
The tamarind
and
is
the
a
green
different
guava.
type of tamarind.
That's sweet.
It's a sweet
Oh,
tamarind.
yeah.
Not,
Did you buy
I
tamarind
buy the one in the store, yeah,
That
with the
something have
candy
sugar?
coat, yeah.
No, this one is really.
No need the
Sweet.
sugar.
No, I mean it's really fresh, not the kind have the sugar.
Yeah, not been in a bag for about 20 years. Yeah, about 20 years.
Okay, enjoy
All
that.
right.
I hope Cindy will like that.
Okay, bye. Let's build an event. They stopped by, brought me some stuff. Okay, once you got everything tight, you don't want to have more than about an 1/8 of an inch play over here. Up and down, because the chain is going to derail. That's not going to be good. Make sure these are not real tight, not Superman tight, but you know, tight enough so you don't shred your spokes. Aloha. Hey guys, this is where I'm going to end part 2. We have welded up the motor mount that way. And replace the carburetor, because the carburetor, when it got shipped to me, there's tabs here that kind of hold it on to the intake manifold there, and that kind of broke, so that was a bummer. But I bought this different carburetor right here, and then we're gonna move on with life on that. So that screw that fell down there, that was from that. Okay, fantastic. Here we go, and then we got the sprocket all set up. This is going to be by far the hardest part of your install, I guarantee you that. That's for sure. But, signing off. Part 2. This thing is going to haul. Yeah, this thing broke off, but it has a round slide, yeah. This one has a huge guillotine flat slide. Bought it on eBay for like 20 bucks, but be a way better performing carburetor than the stock one that came with the motor. It's too bad, but we're gonna move on. Oh well.